And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is another edition of the Coach's Corner for the Canfield football team, here with Mike Pavlansky. I'm DJ Yoakley. Coach, another time we're here, which means we move on to Week 12. For you, I mean, this has been a long process season. This is a season that continues to get better and better and better. And a really exciting Week 11 for you guys. To be going to Week 12, what does it mean for you and your squad?
It's exciting just that you're playing this time of the year. It's November now, and anytime you're playing high school football in November, you've had yourself a really great year.
So when you look at it, you guys just passed the trick-or-treat. Mm-hmm. Obviously, Week 11 was a treat for you. When you move on to a game like this, and it's super exciting when you play the Ursuline Fighting Irish, right? Anytime you two teams get together, throw the records out the window, throw the rivalry out the window. It's who's going to come away seemingly with the last possession. What do you look forward to? What do you tell your guys moving into this?
Well, again, it's another week. Obviously, people are excited, and we're excited to play, a tremendous program like Ursuline, and they're having themselves a great year again. But we are who we are. We're going to prepare like we always prepare, but there's no doubt the challenge this week is much greater than it ever has been this year.
You talked about last week having, with Akron East, one of the most physical and fast teams that you've had this year. I feel like the same can be applied to Ursuline when you play them on Friday night. Is it the same pep talk for your guys? I mean, I feel like they know these guys. They've played them backyard football, flag football, all the way up. Do you have to give them a pep talk, or are they already ready to go?
I think when you play a local rivalry and a local game, any playoff game, you don't have to say too much. Our guys understand what's at stake, and we got to prepare the way we are. We can't put too much pressure on ourselves. We just got to go and play. And if we're good enough and make enough plays, we'll have a chance to win in the fourth quarter. If we don't, they're just so good and fast and physical, that things can get out of hand real quick if we don't pay attention to our jobs.
This is a different, a different headline, because you come into the game underdogs, but it's Ursuline that's the one looking for revenge from last year. When you think about that, I mean, does that kind of go into what you guys talk about?
No, not at all. Last year was his own game.
Okay.
And certainly the things you can take from last year is what you see on film. What do they do in certain situations? What do we do in certain situations? And formationally and play-wise, that's what you take. But certainly Ursuline is a much different team than last year, and so are we. The biggest thing that stands out with Ursuline, to us is defensively they're much improved. Last year at this time they were giving up 19 points per game. Right now they're only giving up 11. And we got our hands full. We're going to have to earn every yard that we get on Friday night, and then you turn around offensively. They've got all those skill guys back, and they've added a few pieces. And any one of those guys, Erickson and Lynch and DC Farrell and Devontae Taylor and Taryn Davis, and I'm missing some guys.
Yeah.
There's no doubt. You hold their breath when they snap the ball, because it could get out the gate real quick.
Obviously, you're a guy that believes that everything begins and ends up front. They brought 5 brand new offensive linemen into the fold this year. They end up 10-0. But this is a seasoned group that you have on the other side of that football with the Canfield Cardinals. And obviously, it comes down to your offense and defensive line and what you can do in the trenches. Do you feel that is a benefit for you as the experience that you guys have?
I don't know if it's a benefit week 12.
Yeah.
It might have been a benefit week 1, but it certainly wasn't for Steubenville. Steubenville had an experienced defensive line coming back. Ursuline's starting 5 brand new guys. And Ursuline put it to them. And at this point in time, sophomores are no longer sophomores; they're juniors, and starters are no longer inexperienced. They're an experienced team, and their offensive line, which was a question mark at the beginning of the year for them, has really stepped up and have gotten better every week, and certainly playing at a high level right now.
I know that's a coach across the sideline that you have a lot of respect for. Can you talk about Dan Reardon and what he means to you?
Yeah, Dan, Canfield guy. Wherever he's been successful, whether it be, at Harding as an assistant, or Ursuline the first time through as a head coach, and then out of Colorado, Canton McKinley, and now back to Ursuline. He runs a tremendous program. He gets his kids to play to the style that he likes. And, when you play, a Dan Reardon team, you better have every eye every I dotted and T crossed, or it's going to get out the gate real quick, and you're just going to get embarrassed.
We've talked about this for a while. I mean, every game from it felt like week 7, week 8 it could have been the last game. You know what I mean? For you guys, you've been in playoff mode, but this is the reality of the playoffs and heading into a week 12 situation. Have you talked to the seniors? Do you have to about this could be the last time you lace them up?
No, I think our seniors understand that. I think it's a byproduct of what they've gone through since their sophomore year. They've seen, 3 playoff years in a row, and they've seen how the seniors in front of them handled that. Like we talked last week, it's certainly, there's a lot more focus in a playoff week than there was during the regular season.
So when you look at kind of the way your team came out last week, did it feel different for you, or did it? I mean, we talked about it being different going up to the game, but did the atmosphere feel different?
Oh, yeah.
Did having the fans behind you and obviously all over the place?
Everything was different. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
The only thing wasn't different was what happened between the white lines. But leading up to it, the atmosphere at the game was different. Akron East, tremendous program Coach Hayes has, and they were everything that was advertised. They were really good, and we earned all 20 points in that ball game. And obviously the same thing's got to happen this Friday. The atmosphere is going to be great at Stambaugh Stadium. We haven't played down there, I don't think, since 2004. Oh, wow. And so we're looking forward to that. And but it's going to be a tremendous atmosphere, for our guys to go and compete in.
One thing we always know about this Canfield community is they show up and they support. I mean, what does that mean to you to have a community back you wherever you go?
No doubt. It's tremendous. It really is, DJ, and just appreciative of our community and how much they support our schools, our athletics, and certainly our football team. We expect a lot of red and black in the stands on Friday.
All right, last question for you. It is November, so I can officially start asking holiday questions. You're at the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah.
What is the number 1, number 2, and number 3 draft pick on your plate for Coach Pavlansky?
Obviously, the turkey's
Turkey's number 1?
Got to be.
Okay.
You got to have turkey on Thanksgiving, correct?
So are you light meat or dark meat guy?
Light meat.
Okay, same here.
Not that it matters, but certainly light meat.
Sure.
You got to go some mashed potatoes.
Okay.
Okay, and then some Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Absolutely.
Got to get that green in there.
No doubt.
I appreciate it. So what's the dessert?
The dessert, everything.
Are you a grazer? Like, will you just
Yeah.
graze, or do you go full plate and then when it's done, it's done? Or you just? My father-in-law is a grazer. You remind me a little bit of him when he just he won't put anything on a plate, but he'll graze around. Are you a grazer?
If it's on my plate, I'm going to finish it.
In all seriousness, and I know what you're going to say, what's your favorite part of Thanksgiving?
Family, absolutely. Just thankful for family, and sometimes we get extended family in from out of town, and just thankful for the hours we can spend together.
Coach, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Good luck this Friday against the Irish.
Appreciate it, DJ. Thanks.
You got it.